Hey, everybody, got a new question in. Always feel free to send me questions. Love hearing from you. Dear Charlie, are there certain business principles that have made a big difference? Are there principles or processes that you would say are musts in the business world? Okay, great question. Let me see if I can give you a perspective. There is one general principle that I find to be the most neglected and the most important. For me, this is a standout. Businesses are in many ways they're collections of individuals. The difference between a good business and a great business is usually not the individuals, it's the collective. When you think of people, businesses, right? Usually a business is centered around an activity, right? You know how to do something, right? You know how to buy a building, fix something, build something, service, finance, whatever your business is. You started in it, you didn't know how to do it, and you got better at it, and then created a business out of it. That's what a business is. Okay. As a business grows, you hire people. You can't win a business alone. It doesn't work like that. If you showed me two companies, one with a bunch of individuals that are stars, and one with maybe less talented people, but they're a unified whole, oh my God, unified 10 out of 10 times. Success in sports, in business, in life, in marriage, everywhere is based on the unification of the people that are centered around the goal. Period. And the story, we can talk about it for the next 5 hours. Usually, the reason why things are not unified is because the center, the individual in the middle, is not self-aware. He or she doesn't have or take the time to know what they can and can't do. They haven't thought through their traits, their characteristics, their capacity. They're smart. They think they're smarter than they are. They think they're more intelligently, emotionally aware than they are. They think they have the abilities from a personality or a character traits and they don't. They think their values are aligned when they're not. They're not aware of who they are. They have no assessment of self. And so when they take on projects, when they hire people, when they make decisions, when they do things or don't do things, they're so filled with an unawareness or a bias that it's hard to put the right team around them. And it's hard to have them feel comfortable saying, I'm not. You want to be successful in your life, you got to be aware. You got to be self-aware. Now, the companies that I work with, the companies that I'm in, many times I spend with the leaders, I will do IQ assessments, EQ assessments, personality assessments, values assessments, because how do leaders know who to hire if they haven't thought about what they can and can't do? You know, we do this personality assessment where you see people that are super charismatic, but they're not detail oriented. That's not their, as they see in Hebrew, tchunas hanefesh. It's not their personality. It's not their trait. Well, why are you working on details all day, exhausted? Why are you hiring someone that's just as charismatic as you so that both of you can't do details? When you're hiring, you're going to hire someone who looks like you. That's the problem. Why don't you hire someone that doesn't look like you? How do you talk to people that are not like you? Are you emotionally aware of your own emotions? And when you make decisions that are based on feeling versus thought, are you able to read someone else's emotions? Are your values aligned? Are you into winning or collaborating? Are you logically strong? Are you emotionally strong? This is a complex game. If you want to be successful in life, you got to jump into this pond. You are complex, and you're supposed to be complex because you're a human being and you've got an incredible amount of capacity in this world, and you're your own little snowflake. So if you want a business principle that's going to change your life and your company, self-awareness. Get to a place where you are studying or learning about EQ, about values, about personalities, and without having to become a psychologist or a scientist, being a little bit more self-aware of what you can do, what you can't do, who's around you, how they communicate. Because if your goal is unification of team, then you're on to something that is exponentially greater than what you're into right now. Hope that helps.